working class folks who worked at McDonald's and as a teacher. Donald Trump recently came out with a quote saying neither of them have ever had a real job. Is he like on something? A teacher is a real job. I hate to break it to Trump. You know, they didn't inherit $317 million from their dada and then take over his company. Trump Organization is Trump's company. I mean, it's Trump's dad's company. But look at what's happening among working class voters. So among non-college educated voters in Michigan, Pennsylvania, Wisconsin, according to the New York Times CNN poll, the margin that Trump had over Biden was 26 points. The margin he has over Harris among white non-college voters has dropped to only 13. He's still ahead, but it's shrinking, Claire.
Yeah, it's always been a head scratcher to me that a guy that is really into ugly gilded toilets and shows of, really bizarre, tacky wealth, and someone who has never gotten their fingernails dirty. I, like Kamala, I worked my way through law. My parents couldn't afford to send me to law school. I worked as a server in restaurants and all through college and law school to make things work. Donald Trump's never done that. Donald Trump he's never, ever worried about how he was going to pay the bills, except he obviously didn't have any problem with screwing over working people by not paying his contractors. That's the other thing.
The gremlins have gotten Claire. But I mean, I think what she was saying is, and it is absolutely true, Rev, you know this very well, is that Donald Trump was known for screwing over people who were working class, meaning workers that worked for him, contractors, subcontractors that helped him build his buildings. And then he would refuse to pay them and say, well, sue me. I'm not paying you.
He was notorious for not paying contractors, subcontractors, and even workers. He was also notorious for not dealing in a diverse way. You must remember Donald Trump's business was centered in New York, 2/3 of which is Black and Latino people of color. I don't know any Black or Latino subcontractors or contractors he ever do business with. Anytime that I've met with Donald Trump at Trump Towers, it was like going up the Rocky Mountains. The higher you got, the whiter it was.
And let me bring Claire back in. We're having so many fun gremlins today. Claire, you finish your thought from before on top of Rev's thought.
This is somebody who never wanted, like Rev just said, this is like somebody who never wanted to touch the unwashed. He's got a bad attitude about his life because he wanted to be accepted by the top 1% in the country. And so he overcompensated his whole life trying to be that. He would never hang out with the people at his rallies. He doesn't respect them. In fact, behind their back, he probably says bad things about them. The people who take a shower after work rather than before work need to wake up and realize Donald Trump is not their friend. Donald Trump is not going to look after their needs. That is what Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are all about, is about making sure that folks who work hard and play by the rules have the opportunities they deserve. That is not Donald Trump.
At all. And